Hello, my friends, and some of you may end up being my enemy after this one. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. So predictable. You're going to review 13 and just bash it because Bill Ward's not there and you're a Bill Ward nut-swinging fanboy. Well, that's not the case here. I am going to give an unbiased review on the new Black Sabbath album 13. Now, keep in mind, I just heard it now for the first time in its entirety, minus the bonus tracks. I haven't heard the bonus tracks yet. It's streaming on iTunes without the bonus tracks. So, let's get into it. Okay. Track 1, End of the Beginning. I have heard this already, live version of it, and I just don't like it. And I heard the studio version and I liked it. See, I'm going to be unbiased. I did like it. I thought it was good. Really good, actually. I dug it. I dug the... It has a Sabbath vibe to it, and except for the drums, yes, I guess the Bill Ward nut-swinging fanboy of me is going to come out and talk about... let's just get it over with now. I'll just say it now. The drums on the whole fucking album is too safe. I don't like the drums. It doesn't have the original Sabbath feel. It's missing because the adventurous drums that Bill Ward used to do. Whatever. So I don't like the drums, but I'm going to overlook it with this song because this song kicks ass. It's a great song. Very Black Sabbath. Slow, then fast, like the original song Black Sabbath. Next track is God is Dead. I already heard this one a million times and I still don't like it. And again, it's kind of like the End of the Beginning. It's slow and then gets fast, but that one does nothing for me. Next track is Loner. Now, Loner I thought is a really good song. The riffs are good, everything's good, but it's a little too precise. So if it wasn't Black Sabbath, I would say it's a great song. But since it is Black Sabbath, I think it's too safe of a song of Black Sabbath with Ozzy. I don't mind Headless Cross, Eternal Idol, even Heaven and Hell have a vibe like this. But the old Ozzy stuff, it's a little too, I don't know, boxed in, constricted. It's a good song, but it's not Sabbath to me. I'm sorry, but it's like, if it was another band, I'd like the song. The song's good. It is a good song, but it's not, to me, it kind of tarnishes the legacy of what Black Sabbath was as far as them doing something straight ahead. The closest was Never Say Die, the song, but that song is kick-ass, man. And it does have a little adventure here and there, so whatever. Next song is called Zeitgeist. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's pretty much Planet Caravan Part 2. I dig it. It's got a cool little groove. It's very mellow, spacey, but Ozzy sounds like Ozzy, where on Planet Caravan, Ozzy didn't sound like Ozzy. Solitude, Ozzy didn't sound like Ozzy. This one, it bothers me that Ozzy sounds like Ozzy, but I'll overlook that and say this song is good, okay? It's not a bad song, very Sabbathy, and, you know, the little congos and shit, you know, there's no safe drumming on it, so I can't complain. This song, it's a good song. I dig it. First listen, you know, maybe later I'll like it more or hate it. I'm looking at my computer here because I have to see. Okay, the next song is Age of Reason. Again, fuck these goddamn drums. It's too safe, and I think this song is a little boring, but the changes are cool. I like the first change is better than the beginning, and then the second change is even better than the first change, but the third change is the best of all changes. You probably don't understand what I'm saying, do you? Anyway, I don't like it that much, but the changes are cool and the solos are fucking awesome. Live Forever is the next track, and this one I fucking love. Again, the drums are safe, but I'll overlook it because the groove on this song fucking rules. This is so far my favorite track off the album. Damaged Soul. This one, it'll probably grow on me, but as of now, as a first listen, it was boring as fuck. Except for the guitar solos I really liked. But it's bluesy and slow, but not doomy. It does nothing for me so far. But I've only heard it once, so who knows. Then it's, the last track, Dear Father. Dear Father, I fucking love. This one and Live Forever are my favorite tracks off the album. Maybe Dear Father is probably for first listen, it's my favorite track off the whole thing. Now there are bonus tracks I haven't heard yet, except for Methadone. What was the name of that fucking song? Methodemic. Methodemic is a bonus track that I heard a live version, and all the live versions I heard I did not like at all, except for that song. Methodemic is fucking awesome, and I'm sure the studio version is going to be even better than the live version I heard. So there you go. This is my short first listen review of 13, but as I told you before, and another thing I put up, give me a year with this album and I'm going to give you a proper review. But this is my first listen review, my it has not sunken in yet review, except for God is Dead. But maybe God is Dead will sink in a little more in the future. So there you go. My review of 13 first listen. It could be totally different a year from now. So there you go, friends. And I'll continue with the Dio reviews with a friend. A friend is going to join me for Holy Diver and Last in Line. But yeah, I'm going to have to wait a month. Because on this channel, I only put up one review a month. Okay? It's better than nothing for the people that like my review. And people that hate my 13 review. And now they're like, oh, fuck you. And you're going to leave stupid comments. And Bill Ward. Oh, I'll say one more thing about Bill Ward. Ozzy recently came out and said that, you know, Bill Ward wasn't cutting it during rehearsal. And I think even Tony Iommi said something to that effect, that it was good. I gotta say that, you know, forgive me, God, Sabbath, but they're full of shit. And I'll tell you why. Because when Bill Ward first left Sabbath, Ozzy was saying, oh man, I want Bill back. And Tony's like, man, I hope everything works out and Bill comes back. Well, why were they saying that back then if he wasn't cutting it during practice? I smell bullshit. Okay? And anybody out there, I know a lot of you sheep out there are gonna fucking yell at me about Bill Ward's not good enough for Sabbath. Well, fuck you. You know what? You're not good enough for Sabbath, for being a Sabbath fan. Fuck you all. I love you all.